All right. Hello, everyone. Greetings. Greetings to you all. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. I was not expecting to stream today. In fact, I was telling you guys last time that I was live on Saturday. I was talking about how don't expect to see me on Monday, and then like I got a doctor's appointment, and then the doctor's appointment closed up faster than I expected it to. Fancy robe. Yes. I'm I'm a bit cold. I'm a bit cold right now. So, what was it for? My doctor's appointment? I have like long-term medical problems. I have what's known as Crohn's disease, and I have to manage it. So I have a 6 month with every 6 months I see my gastroenterologist. So we review how I've been doing. I typically get some blood drawn for tests and whatnot. So that's a thing. Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? Oh, hey. Here's a great thing to see or learn about. Sarah, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it you who was trying to grab like peanuts or something off of the wish list? I think it like I'm trying to remember who the hell it was. Also, hello Nipty. Popping some squats there. You saw a chicken at work on Friday. Really? I'm assuming since that was trying to get them but couldn't because it doesn't use PayPal. Well, guess what? I have been How many are left in there? Oh my god, there are only 3 peanuts left in here. You guys get to hear all the crunch. All the crinkle of the bag. These are your circus peanuts. Hang on, let me filters. Here we go. Make that a little bit less saturated. That is a circus peanut. So, yeah. This is a circus peanut. It's basically a marshmallow, and incredibly sweet. Some people say they can't stand these things. I love them. I can only have like 2 or 3 at a time, though. So, thank you very much for like encouraging me to get these, Sarah. Almost forgot. Where the heck is my mouse cursor? Here we go. It doesn't look like a real brain. Man. Okay, well. Close that shopping that I was doing. The type of shopping that you can't show to chat because it would be against Twitch terms of service. Um, all right, cool. I'm in. In my experience, in my extremely limited experience, somehow, whenever I find those, they're always stale and rock hard. Yeah, yeah. These are fresh. These are before the date on the bag. They're not super soft marshmallows, but they're soft enough. Excuse me while I continue to eat my quote-unquote breakfast. It's cardamom bread with butter. Yes, Eli, that you've got the exact sentiment down about what type of shopping I was doing. Homemade cardamom too. Tev made it. She made it on Friday. So Lissai. I shall be back in 2.5 hours. Best of luck to you, Eli. I know that like saying that doesn't mean a whole lot, but I feel targeted by Buttspot today. I mean, Buttspot is targeting your butt, so. Okay. So, here's the deal. My picks are almost exhausted, and I've been out here at Side Shale just letting some of the clay cook up into brick and whatnot. And all I'm waiting on now is for these furnaces to finish auto-smelting. Then once the smelting is done, I'm going to go ahead and break the each furnace, collect up all of the experience that's been stored up inside of it, etc. There we go. Get a little bit of music going. It's gonna be pretty quiet for a while now. It's not like really loud music. So while I wait on that smelting to get done, why don't we break the pickaxe a little bit more? You know, come down, work on the quarry. The quarry that never ends. This is Le Project. Oh my word! How was the weekend for all of you guys, eh? You have no idea. I'm like biting my fingernails right now, trying not to immediately lean on old classic like dick jokes in order to be entertaining at the moment. I'm trying so hard to turn over a new leaf and stay away from that and try to tone that type of humor down, you know. Hope that your call went all right, Tesla. All right. Woo. Getting a little bit of stutter there. Huzzah. It was all right. Went to a mall to find new work shoes, and they did not have my size. If that's how an all right weekend goes, then I'd like to know how a bad weekend goes. Ooh, My internet broke, and I missed a super important call because of it. Very unlucky weekend. Man! That's no bueno. Let's just take this whole gravel vein out at once, eh? I don't have to do it this way, but for some reason I just feel compelled to actually remove all of the gravel at one time. Probably because of all of the work that I was doing on those train tunnels. Focusing on this. I'll be more interactive with you guys. I promise. I'll like start reading chat proper and everything once I actually have my breakfast finished and I can, you know, like swig my coffee a little bit. Currently, I'm in the process of basically like I guess you could say I'm still trying to get my bearings for the day. I'm warming up, you know, despite the fact that I've been awake for like how long now? Because I had to get up and go out. Actually, we got more winter weather overnight, so, and it's only like 20 degrees outside, so, which is pretty dang cold if you understand the Fahrenheit system. So, it's sub-freezing. Health insurance declined the request for T-gel. I need to prove I have low enough T levels. But some good news, less than a week till I go to Anime Milwaukee with my birth father. We already have plans for next year. Oh, that's cool. I hope that you enjoy yourself. As for the call, let my mother know of the situation. She is my ride. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. All right. The gravel situation is rolling along pretty well. And how much longer we got? Ugh. This is gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever. A bad weekend involves chaos, loss of what little sanity I have left, and somehow feeling more sore than after getting off work. That must be an impressive type of work that you're doing, because like I'm I get off of you know, nights down at the club on Friday, and I'm not sore after that. Wink. Okay, I'm straight back into my old habits. You plan on going as Cartman, and your birth father plans on going as Kenny from South. Man. South Park. I haven't thought about South Park in so long. Okay, so let's start carving things out again. I've learned a valuable lesson not to run while doing this mining, you know? How would you describe your American accent? I would describe it as generic Midwestern. Because that's what I have. I have what is probably a generic Midwestern accent. Like, it's basically the exact same pronunciation as 90% of the rest of the rest of America, but with a couple of, you know, caveats and exceptions to the rule, because I live in the more southern region of America. Woo! Okay, did not mean to do that. Whether or not this is a good move on my part, I'm doing it anyway. Caves are kind of getting in the way of the mining operation here. Okay, so luck be with me. I won't be breaking my pick today. Or at least I won't accidentally do it. I mean, it's a netherite pick. I really hope that I don't break it, you know? And whenever I say that, I mean, like, accidentally. Because, you know, accidents happen. And you don't... It's like... This is the pick that I'm going to use. I'm not going to use my other pick. Oh, hey, I should start digging the quadrants out. There we go. I did, however, go to the Asian market and called Lily's and found Jaffa cakes. Really? Although I found out recently, like, you guys know how it is sometimes. I'll like do a really pathetic excuse for an Australian accent, and that just drives Tev up the wall. She cannot stand my quote-unquote Australian accent. She doesn't enjoy it at all. I found out the other day that she doesn't, that she can and kind of sort of enjoy, she can stand and kind of sort of enjoys the other accent that I can do, which is Minnesotan. Because that's where almost my entire family comes from. So that was an unexpected thing to learn. Hello everyone, I'm kind of new to the stream and just wanted to thank Strife for all the great contact you've produced over the years. Yes, content. It's always fun to see where autocorrect decides to you know, get people. Hello, Stink McBean. Stink McBean. How you doing? Greetings. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. If it's your first time here, I will give, you know, a nice warm welcome, and I will also give you just the most mild of, like, heads up that I'm a lot more laid back here on Twitch, and I'm pretty straight-faced over on YouTube. Over here, I'm quite different. So, not a significant amount of my actual personality comes through in my YouTube. Like, I have a very performative style on YouTube, if you will. Midwestern, cool. Your pronunciation sounds quintessential American accent to a European. Loved your voice from the beginning. Really? Well, I mean, God, I've lived around, like, I guess the best way to put it is that, like, the cowboy accent is what I've lived around for most of my life, so I can do a cowboy accent pretty well. I used to call it a southern accent, but everybody was like, oh, you don't sound southern at all, you know? Because, like, I guess a southern accent to a lot of people is like, oh, you came out down off the bayou, you know? And stuff, so... Feels like, now would be a good time to stop mining with that pick. It feels like it. It feels like it. But I can still see the health on it. And I could pick up a little bit of experience here and there. But you are probably right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to use this pick just for this quarter area of the quarry. And if I stop, if the health bar goes down to where I don't see any red on it whatsoever, because you should be able to see it there, that, like, there is just a tiny speck of red on the durability left, you know? There's just a tiny speck of red. So if the red, oh, there it goes. There it goes. That is definitely like stop using it territory right there. All right, so let's just collect up material here. I don't think that I don't have the inventory to carry anymore. All right, we're done with like I'm gonna have to deposit the material, but I have to stop using that other pick. And like I said, I'm just waiting on the furnaces up here to finish, because they have a bunch. There's like 10 stacks of smelted material that's gonna come out of each one once it's finished. No, 11 stacks. 12. Okay, yes, I think I got that right. 12 stacks of smelted material is gonna come out of those furnaces once they're done. So, well, 12 stacks worth of, you know, brick smelting anyway. Probably nowhere near as much as I would prefer it to be, but, you know, you do what you do. You take what you can. How are these, furnaces looking anyway? Jeez, takes so freaking long. Do you have the durability numbers turned on? Is it possible to turn durability numbers on with no mods and no data packs? Because that's how I play. Like, I know that it's possible to run mods. I don't. I know it's possible to run data packs. I don't. And neither of those two things are changing, you know? F3 plus H? Really? Well, at least I got a bunch of normal stone. Is it simply your choice not to use mods or data packs? Yes. Yeah. Like, I'm surprised at how frequently I have to repeat this, you know? It's just like, no, I'm here to play vanilla. I'm not here to play a modified version of vanilla in any capacity. I'm here to play just vanilla Minecraft. Alright, so, advanced tooltip shown. Wow! I did not know that that was... Wow, that is super low on durability. Holy crap. Okay, so wait, this is 623. 623. We take one out. Still at 620. Oh, it's because it's got unbreaking on it. Okay, so 623. Still 623. Okay, so that's the express number of blocks that it can knock out. Okay. Wow. If I ever saw Will play a mod pack, I'd love to see him play Nuclear Craft. Maybe one of these days, you know. Okay, I am not digging this track. We'll skip it. How am I today? I'm doing all right. I mean, I'll be honest, I've been better. Like, my biggest disappointment is that I can't, like, call in today from work. It just wouldn't be the responsible thing to do. But it's cold today, man. It's freaking cold. I've done something that I typically don't do, and I've layered up. You know me, like, I'm way more about, like, wearing the skimpy nothings most of the time. But today, no, I have layered the fuck up, man. It's super useful for exact tool usage. And I had no clue that that was a feature either. Like, I'm very fascinated to learn this. I used to like mods, but for whatever reason I prefer to playing modded vanilla. Modern vanilla. Modern. I thought you said modded vanilla. And I was like, wait a minute, modded vanilla? Alright, I'm gonna have to dig around these ore veins, because this is a silk touch pick. I'll have to come back through at some point and get this coal and whatnot out whenever my my equipment is actually patched up. I'm actually, like, the furnaces probably aren't even running in the warehouse right now because I'm too far away from them. Oh, excuse me. It's a large pack and makes you think. Strife Solutions had mods back then on the Yogscast server. Yes. The original Strife Solutions series I did way back in the day, that was done on, I believe we called it the Yog Pack. No, it was Yogscast Complete. There we go. Yogscast Complete. And internally we shorthanded it to Yog Pack, so if we ever needed to refer to it. So Alright, this is, well, I was about to say this is enough material. Let's pick up everything that's fallen, and let's just finish up digging this particular quadrant. I'm gonna have to start putting materials together for a new location that I'm gonna build. Cause like, I'm in the process of writing a proper guide for Minecraft about how to set up a villager trading hall. And, I have discovered, I have decided that writing out that guide, well, capturing all the footage for it, means that I should probably, me and my words, man. I've made the decision that instead of, like, just capturing all the footage in, like, a creative world or something, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna build an entire villager trading post here on this server and capture the footage that way. Just because it'll be like, well, it's not gonna serve much of a purpose, but I'll do it once again. And it's because I've basically got a location already selected. So, okay, so this stack is for deep slate. I may as well start putting just normal stone in this stack here. Oh, I already did. Oh, holy moly, okay. I already put it here and I just never marked it. Okay, cool. That works. Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I am a professional streamer, man. If I'm not mistaken, one of these stacks had... Oh, that's odd. That top chest is empty. Huh. Okay, that must have been me moving all of the stone from that chest over there. Huh. Okay. It's a large pack and it makes you think. Well, if large packages make you think, I think you just haven't really gotten to the happy part yet. The only mod I ever played more than 10 minutes is the Between Lands mod. I do love a good spooky place. We can call the new villager trading crossroad. Wait a minute. Not like you have an appreciable package, Strifey. God. Listen, like, just because I'm packing an entire thumbtack and marbles doesn't mean that, you know, you have to draw attention to it every time. That being said, do you want to see it? Only if you have an OnlyFans. Wow, Zhao Chen. Talk about setting the bar there. I know many of us would love to pay for that. I mean, I've said it again. I've said it once. I'll say it again. I've given thought to it. I'd probably run the OnlyFans in the capacity where if somebody purchased me something to wear, be like, okay, I'll take pictures in this, and then the person who bought the article of clothing gets the pictures for free, you know? You know what? Are the potatoes ready to harvest? Not really. Only some of them have grown. Poppity corn. Yeah, poppity fruity. Perpendicular. Yes, yes. Did I tell you guys about how I like bought a big steel gauge bowl specifically to pop corn on the stove? I did it a while ago. A rotary popper. What is a rotary popper? You got me curious now. Huh. Okay. Oh. Okay, I see what this is. Huh. Oh, God, that is so uncomfortable. Like, one of my pills decided to go down my throat in, like, the wrong orientation so I can feel it. It's gonna take forever for it to go where it's supposed to. Swedish Chef popcorn? That was a funny little vid to watch as a kid. Yeah, I can't believe it was so long ago, too. You can flip the entire popper upside down and use the lid as a bowl. That does, like, I'm seeing that, and that is actually really freaking smart. That's actually a really great idea. That's super cool. Like, I don't have anywhere near enough. Plain popcorn is healthy. I'd eat too much of it. I know myself. God. The captions on that vid were gold. Oh my god, I didn't know that there were captions for that video. Where the heck have I been stashing the glass? Have I been putting it over here? No? I guess I've been putting it in the main bunkhouse. Let's go ahead and sleep. I need to stop this rain anyway. Oh yeah, sure enough, I've been putting glass in there. You're making me crave popcorn, Strife. Don't do this to me. I mean, whenever I think of popcorn, like, I have a very particular method. Like, one, take a big steel, a heavy-duty steel gauge bowl. Two, you take a sheet of foil with a couple of holes punched into the top of it. You do, like, 50 to 100 grams of popcorn kernels. And then, I don't know, like, I think it was like 20 grams, or like, I forget how much it was, but and then you put ghee into the bowl, and then you turn on your stove. In my case, it's an electric stove, not quite as impressive of a way to cook as gas, but, you know, turn on the stove to, you know, like, high, and then, wait for it to start popping. Ghee? Ghee is essentially, clarified butter. It is essentially clarified butter. You can buy it in jars. G-H-E-E. I believe that's how it's spelled. Yes, G-H-E-E. You can either make it on your own, or you can buy it in jars at the grocery store typically. I get mine at the grocery store. It keeps in the pantry, you know, and I live in a warm place. Oh, here's a great thing. Like, the great debate. Do you put your butter in the fridge, or do you put your butter in the cabinet? You know, or the cupboard or whatever, you know? Where do you put your butter? Because where I live, it gets so warm, you cannot get away with leaving it in the cupboard or the cabinet. You have to keep it in the refrigerator. But most of my family, coming from like the northern reaches of the United States, close to the Canadian border, they tend to keep their butter in the cabinet. So, you know, like, that's always a very interesting back and forth to hear people on. But anyways, you can keep ghee in the cabinet with no problem, because, you know, it's clarified butter. It was already melted, so how could this go wrong? Okay, there's not much left for me to do. I literally came out here initially just to get some of the smelting done, and depending on how this turns out, I may have to run back out to a to a mob grinder or something, because I need a lot of experience on my tools. So once things got going, the editor for the vid starts talking to the viewer through the captions. God. My brother has already been tempting me with paprika chips. I'm under siege here. So, was it one of you guys who taught me that paprika is actually made out of dried and crushed bell peppers? I had no idea. Or is it dried and shaved bell pepper? I don't remember how it was done, but finally getting a little bit toasty in here. A little bit, not a whole lot. Just a wee little bit. Any day now, furnaces, please. Like, this is what you guys came around for. Dried and crushed into a fine powder. Yes, exactly. I love it. I had no clue that that's what paprika was. Like, I read that the other day, and I don't remember if it was here or, like, somewhere else on the internet, but I read it, and I was like, what? Ooh, you know what's close enough for the furnaces to keep working? The squid farm. I haven't checked the squid farm in a hot minute. Not as filled up as I was expecting it to be. Not as filled up as I was expecting it to be. Nowhere near as much fish as I was expecting either. Mm. 19 more to go. Is the pickup system working? Yep, it's working beautifully. It's working beautifully. It's just, I guess I haven't, like, the thing is, like, the backside of this quarry, I think it the backside of this warehouse, I don't think that these furnaces load when I'm at the far side of the quarry. In fact, I'm so far away at the far side of the quarry, I wouldn't be surprised if the squid farm unloads. Because the squid farm, you have to remember, it's not this shack, okay? The squid farm isn't this shack. The shack is just, like, where the chamber is that I stand in. The squid farm is actually right there. So it's, you know, like, it's another, what is this, like 10 blocks maybe? So, like, and then, you know, you can see the pillar of light. That's the center of the quarry. So, like, I spent a decent amount of time further away. I wouldn't be surprised if this chunk over here unloads or, like, it affects the spawn rate of squids. Also, I could be loading different water bodies over there, forcing squids to not spawn in the squid farm. So there's just a lot going on, you know? Had to explain to 2 co-workers that hens could lay eggs without a rooster around when they saw the chicken and started talking about it. Oh my god. That is entertaining. That is indeed entertaining. I mean, eggs are literally unfertilized, so Almost there. Almost there. Oh, wee. Whew. Oh. 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 Oof. Scusi me. Call me Mr. Gas. Whew. Okay, so we'll prep our tools for this. Gonna put that back on 1. What I'm gonna do is once this thing is done, I'm gonna use my pickaxe there to break this furnace, and I'm just gonna collect up all the experience that built up in it from smelting 12 stacks. So. Once had a lot of quails. They're so tiny and I adore them. They got sick pretty easy, though. We had lots of problems with them. Aw, jeez. That's no bueno. That was it? All of that smelting for just the... Oh my god, I got, like, no experience at... I've made so many mistakes! I've made so many mistakes! I mean, admittedly, like, look at that. It went from, like, 45 up to, like, 665. Which is, it's nothing to sneeze at. I was just expecting way more experience than that. Well, that's the way that goes. Let's go ahead and condense these bricks. All of that brickwork, and this is what I have to show for it. 6 stacks. Man. Okay, so, oh, that's tough. I thought that was gravel. My god, I was having a mini panic attack there. I was just like, oh god! What the hell happened to all my gravel? Alright, well that, that soundly puts me in a position of having to run out to a mob spawner. So, oh jeez. Which mob grinder do I actually use? I don't really want to have to do it this way, but I think going out to the blaze spawner, like the proper blaze spawner, bricks are so expensive, god. Yeah, they are. They really freaking are. And that's the reason why I'm going through the trouble of, like, you know, making all the clay and then, smelting it into the bricks and then crafting the blocks and everything. Like, I am so happy that they have made a more reliable way to collect the bricks and everything. But god, is it expensive. God, is it ever expensive. So, it's gonna take a while, you know? It's gonna take a while. Alright, so now we return to Midcrest, and we go into the Nether, and we just use the blaze spawner, because there's no getting around it. Like, I have to get my equipment repaired, and it is so boring repairing equipment. What I am gonna have to do is, like, I gotta make up my mind about whether or not I'm gonna continue to use blaze rods for smelting material or not. I mean, there's such a wealth of the stuff. Like, if I just come in here, I need to sleep before I head into the nether. I have so many blaze rods. So many of them. I remember in Minecraft Evolution, Grain decided to build an entire town out of brick, and he quickly became a clay monster, going insane anytime he spotted a puddle on the surface, because he just needed so much of it. God. That's a whole ass mood, going frickin' claymonger. Mongrel, or something like that, you know? Okay, so we're on the Nether Highway here. We're gonna head out the way of Twin Towns. So, the fancy new one. Are you talking about, my spawner and everything? Because I don't think I'm not using the new spawner that I built. The new spawner that I built, during the series is good for collecting up some materials, but it is not a fast grinder. It does not get things, it does not level you up quickly. And what I need is something that pumps out experience much faster. And blazes pump out experience pretty quick. And I have this ancient one over here. Nether Fortress Blaze Farm. It was also one of the earliest versions of Minecraft, so everything was a tad more painful. Oh my god. Oh my god. You talking about an early version of Minecraft? Clay was so unreliable in where it spawned, and if I'm not mistaken, it was 9 pieces of clay. It used to take 9 bricks to make a brick block. It was more than twice as difficult. Okay, so here we go. This is the blaze spawner. What I have to do is I have to idle right up here. So let's go in here and let's turn the sound way the fuck down. Minecraft Evolution went through all the versions of Minecraft from the earliest where multiplayer was allowed. Really? Man, that's going way the hell back then. Oh, right, I might want to actually have that in my offhand so it gets repaired. Whoops. Man was insane. Grain's first base was all clay, and then he decided to build in bricks. Oh, my word. Okay. Well, while we sit here for a bit and hang out and wait for this to work, how are you guys doing? Now is a fantastic opportunity for us to just kind of sit and chat, you know? Maybe I should just go back to the window shopping that I was doing earlier, you know? Because why not? Like, what's wrong with doing a little bit of window shopping while you're streaming, you know? Sick? Aw, oh, jeez. I'm so sorry to hear that, cat girl. I hope that you get better soon. That's not... That is no bueno. Chilling here, folding some clothes while watching the stream. I need to actually go and fold my laundry. Cause, like... You know, I've been wearing, like, my knit cap so much whenever I leave the house that it's gotten a bit grimy, and I was like, I have to get this thing into the laundry. So I didn't really have to do laundry last night, but I did it anyway. You know, the most painful part about doing laundry is the delicates. Like, you gotta put them in the bag, and then you gotta take them out and, like, hang them up because they can't go through the tumble dryer. There's some chunky carrots. Yeah, Japanese carrots specifically, I recall them being very, like, thick, you know? You're trying to draw? Really, Sarah? Tell me more. Tell me more. What are you drawing? Is it some fan fiction? Or no, not fan fiction, fan art. There we go, I got it straight. Some of this stuff is all right. I want to draw you with the peanuts, but I keep getting distracted. Oh no. Oh no. That's no bueno. Le distraction. Okay, I think I've sat up here long enough. Okay. I mean, it's getting me where I need to go. Not as fast as I would prefer, but it does, like, it is getting the job faster than basically anything else I could do, so. Speaking of fanfic, you know, one of my fave I wrote actually has you in it in a crossover superhero AU. Oh, really? Really? What's the crossover with? What's the other material that it is mixed with? I'm curious. Because like I've said, like I've looked at some of the fanfic in over the years, and it's been interesting to see what some people came up with. Hermitcraft. Oh my word. Okay then, cool. Man. Whole mishmash of various Minecraft series. Oh, what do we have here? They have a V-Day shop. Valentine's Day. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty typical Valentine's Day fare to go shopping for, I guess. It takes forever for mobs to properly spawn. I keep seeing this corset. And it is cute. In this fic, you are good times with you and good times with Scar. Okay, we're doing a major race. Scar won, but Strife went. Actually, I'm gonna be a superhero instead as a marketing ploy, and it worked. How on earth? You know, one thing that I do remember happening a while back was whenever somebody did a fanfic of like the Yogscast and Borderlands, like doing vault hunting or something. Doing Iron Man stuff just for marketing. Yeah, that sounds like something I would do. Bloomers. Bloomers just strike me as odd. I've never really understood them. You drew art of it? Really? Really? You've got my... Well, first you had my interest, but now you have my attention. Would you care to share? jump scaring you, Scar jump scaring you with champagne. Champagne jump scare? That just sounds rude. Alright, I think that there's enough of them down there for me to kill them again. Woo, what a culling. Can I drop the link here? I think you'll have to DM it to me because chat has been set up to never allow links. You can go ahead and just pop it in there. And actually, what I think I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to take a very quick break because I believe I'm out of coffee. Hang on. There we go. Now I'm out of coffee. But does it allow Zeldas? Good question. And does it allow Ganondorfs? These two things have never actually been tested before. So you never know. You never know. Alright, listen. I am going to go ahead and fully mute this game, and I'm going to put you on the BRB. I'm going to go for some coffee refillage, and I will be right back. Oh, this is cute art. I like it. Man. Oh, this isn't too old either. It's only a year. It was only put up a year ago. Wow. Hey, cool. Oh, man. Hello, Ace. How are you doing? I am alive. Yes, indeed, I am alive. I am alive, and I am currently in the process of trying to repair some of my equipment in Minecraft here. So I'm out at the blaze spawner in the nether. Haha! Alright. There's one all patched up. Unfortunately, I can't stand right down there and do it. I have to idle up here so they'll continue to spawn. I didn't speak English when Yogscast was a thing, so I've known you only because of Come Block Home. Okay. What was it? I think I recall you saying that you're Italian. So, you know, I'm just glad that you enjoy it. I'm just glad that you enjoy the content I put out, you know? All right. Excuse me while I go back to window shopping. Because why not? I'm looking at things that are new now. How showy. Oh, hey, you know what I did over the weekend? Well, not over the weekend. You know what my Sunday basically was? How was the doctor appointment? Pretty standard. Pretty standard. Got, you know, went in, reviewed some stuff. I think that my doctor finds visits with me more interesting because I try to research things about my condition and everything. So I'm asking him, I'm like, I go in and I'm like, okay, doc, like, what about this and this? Because, you know, like, I'm trying to stay up on this stuff. You learned English because you wanted to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is very entertaining. I like this. I like this a lot. Oh my god. That's fantastic. So, you know, like I'm trying to stay up to date on the newest information in regards to my condition and everything. Anything that could help, you know, me lead a better and more healthy life. So, you know, I ask him about like studies and like medical reports on things, and he appears to be quite. I'd say he seems mentally stimulated whenever by the visits that he has with me, because I'm not just like there to be like, okay, can you write out a new script so that I can take my pills again and be better and just go back to the trashy old life that I was leading or something along those lines, you know? I was very stubborn and couldn't find it in Italian. And hey, you're better off for now knowing another language. Like there is no life that you can lead where learning another language is a bad thing, you know? That is a skill set, that is a capability, and knowing how to speak it, read it, and write it is so valuable. So incredibly valuable. So, you know, hey, you've come away so much the better for it. And I bet it has opened up a huge number of new types of entertainment things that you can, different types of entertainment that you can enjoy, you know, people that you can converse with, etc. Will is going to get a good grade in patient, which is a totally realistic and possible thing to get. I'd say that it is actually a real possible thing for you to get, because it's called like your personal like the grade is called your personal well-being. So excuse me, I'm eating a stroopwafel. It's very tasty. I'm a bit torn if I should try buying anything from this site or not. Like, I've bought from them before, but it's just like, is it really justifiable for me to buy any of this stuff? You know, being self-indulgent and all that stuff. Because most of the things here, they cost like $35, you know? What site? It's an intimate site. You know, intimates. That's the best way for me to put it. So. Amlab, hello. Did you just show up or have you been hanging out for a bit and you've only just now responded? I'm at a loss. I need new work shoes and don't know what to get. Oh, yeah. I would always buy the cheapest stuff. But, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at intimate apparel. And it's all, like, I'll be honest, it's all classified as lingerie. There's really no getting around it. I've mainly been lurking, but you mentioning intimates caught me off guard. Well, I mean, I do browse. I do browse, and I'm doing a bit of window shopping here, and I'm kind of torn, because it's like I kind of want to buy something, but at the same time I'm like, can I really justify that when I have so much stuff already, you know? I need something with insoles that won't wear out fast, since I do a lot of walking and non-slip in case there is water. That sounds like it would narrow the field pretty well there, Cortex. But believe me, chat, if I could show you what was on screen without being worried about how Twitch would react, I'd show it to you. But Twitch would not be okay with what I'm looking at, so... Otherwise, I'd take you on this fancy apparel journey with me that I'm really only doing right now because I'm stuck waiting on these stupid blazes to spawn. You drew the peanuts, eh? Well, if you'd like to share the picture, I definitely won't turn it down. No pressure, though. I'm like torn between the possibility of boots or just getting another pair of running sneakers and replacing the insoles with Birkenstock ones. Birkenstock? I've never heard that before. Oh, here's an interesting thing. I learned how to install a freaking dishwasher last night. The dishwasher for my mom and dad, it finally bit the dust. And they had put it in order for a new one, and it came in on like this last Thursday. So my brother-in-law and I, we got together and we figured out how to uninstall a dishwasher and install uninstall the old one and install the new one. Oh, come on. Just drop it in CBH fan art? Yeah, sure, why not? There's stuff here that I've never seen before. I don't check these channels very often. I'm bad with Discord. Oh, that is so cute. Tev carrying all the books. That is so cute. Oh my word. The way to your local vampire's heart. Buy her books. More effective than a stake through the heart. Oh my god. Strife knows why this is here. Yes, the peanuts. The peanuts. Lovely, lovely peanuts. It's a German shoe brand that makes cork-based insoles like wine cork. Once they're broken in, they're so comfy since they can form to your feet more than the more you walk. That actually sounds really, really cool. You know, for a while there, I was going through boots so frequently, I was like, no, I don't care about how the boots feel, because I'm gonna take the inserts out no matter what, and I'm gonna put new ones in, you know? Oh, my word. Your capitalist's favorite snack. It's not bad. It's not bad. God, listening to this music just makes me want to go back and play Starbound again. That really was a... It was a good game, Starbound. Problems with the developer. Or the publisher, I guess. I don't remember which. But, had a lot of fun with that game. Could totally go back just to build a house and get to work on, like, archaeology. There's one particular one that they have super beerky, and I quote from my mom, "This shoe is ugly as sin, but will be the most comfortable shoe you ever have." Oh, ugly as sin, but it'll be the most comfortable thing ever. You have some nice art, Sarah. You have some nice art. I encourage you to continue working at it, you know? Have fun with it. Scribble and draw and have all of the wonderful fun that you want with it. Because, like, that's ultimately the point of art, you know? The point of art is that we enjoy it. Unfortunately, I am not done patching my gear. Oh, you know what? I can probably pick up... Yep, I got the Filth Master and I got the Ripping Razor to take care of as well. So, would you like to see it? I mean, sure. If you've got a product image of this thing, I'd be very interested to find out just how ugly this boot supposedly is. How about I look at some of the other stuff that I'm not interested in purchasing right now? And then I'm certain I'm going to be like, oh, but I want it now that I've seen it. Floral print. General. Oh, a croc. That's about as close to a croc as you're gonna get anyway. It doesn't have all the holes in it, but Crocs. You're talking about Crocs, Cortex. Oh my word. What on earth? The cactus. Oh. Oh, it's talking about print. I thought they meant that these were somehow made out of cactus fiber or something. Nope, nope, that's just cactus print. Okay, cool. Cactus print. That's different and unusual. That's a lot of ruffles. Wow. technically, yeah, but you could wear these in a kitchen or a restaurant and whatnot. Yeah, I guess you got a point there. Okay, I'm getting close, guys. I am getting close. I realize now that I'm going to have the biggest AFK sessions out at, Sideshale. Just so that I can, just so I can sit around for hours with the express purpose of allowing my, allowing the clay to smelt. And it's, what was it? Like, how much does this do? 1 stack of blaze rods smelts a total of 12. Yeah, 12. So, I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. That's a lot, so. You know, I thought about putting stuff from this site on the wish list, but it doesn't work with them. It doesn't work with thrones, so I had to make a hard choice. Basically cancel some stuff, if you will. I had to make the hard choice of just not putting the stuff on the list because it was like, well, I mean, it's not the same, so. And I don't want the wish list to turn into like a money payout system because they're like, okay, well, we can't actually do this, but you can put it on the list and we'll just pay the money out to you. And it's like, oh, okay, thanks, I think. Okay, are we any closer? Because I'm so ready to stop doing this. Okay, so... Alright, cool. We have actually patched it all up. Oh my word! We just got a subscription from Sarah SP. Subscribe for 3 months. Thank you so much for the subscription there, Sarah. Oh, excuse me. It is good to know that I'm worth both your time and your money. It is great to have you along for the ride. Welcome to the stream. Enjoy yourself while you're here. And yeah. It's always nice to see you. Okay, now that that is all done, I can go ahead and turn the sound on the game back up. There we go. Hello, Chainsley. Chainsy, how you doing? Greetings. Alright, I can stop, like, just idling and window shopping in the other tab and actually going back to what I've supposed to have been doing this entire time, which is playing the game. I was actually the reason I was doing the window shopping was because of what I was wearing the other day. I pulled something out of my drawer, and I was like, okay, you know what? I usually don't put this on. And I had it on all day long, and I was just like, man, you know, I'm just feeling really good because of this. I'm feeling really good because of it, so. Been ages since I watched any of your content. I think the last thing I watched was your Fallout New Vegas play years ago. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. The New Vegas playthrough was like the last big thing that I did that a lot... Well, no, not quite. The Skyrim playthrough happened. I also did the Skyrim playthrough. That was the last big thing that I did. New Vegas was on another level, though. I was basically riding an enormous hype train towards Fallout 4 whenever I did the New Vegas playthrough. So, and the sad thing is that that series ended because I was like, okay, I got to focus on Fallout 4 now, and I didn't want to end it. I wanted to keep playing New Vegas, but Fallout 4 was like there. It was in front of me. I had a limited amount of time to dedicate to anything. And I was like, I got to make a decision, and New Vegas is not new, so it's time for this to go to the side, you know. So Chainsy, have you ever been here to one of my streams before? Oh my. Well, that's unexpected. I'm gonna leave those iron. I'm gonna leave that iron in there for whenever I need to patch up some of my equipment, which will be sooner rather than later. I think I remember more details about Fallout 4 came out, and it turned out it wasn't that great for role plays. Yeah. Fallout 4 was not exactly a fantastic game if you really liked role playing. I'm pretty sure I remember watching you play Shadow Warrior, but that was probably years ago. Oh, yeah. Shadow Warrior 1 and Shadow Warrior 2. I played both of those on this channel, so... Okay, I did not mean to bring this fencing and stuff here with me, but I did. Okay, so... Oh, no. Oh, no. I was supposed to deposit all of that back at Side Shale. Look at me. I messed up again. Okay. So, grab some polished. Ooh, that's right. I think that I have plenty of deep slate. Oh, you know, something else that I need to check on. I am, like, super low on vines. It's all vanilla except the texture pack. Yes. The butt your butt. Yes, the butt your butt, as Buttspot so dutifully puts it. I mean, I could shave the vines off of these trees, but I'm just gonna keep waiting for them to finish growing. The tunnels are not gonna decorate themselves, and it is becoming clear that I need a really good way to gather up tons of vines. Let's go down into the mine storage here. Didn't I have... I could swear that I had deep slate. Yeah, sure enough, got some deep slate. So we will take 4 of those. Or 8 of them. Bedrock or Java? All Java. All Java. So, Chainsy, if you want the larger story, if you want the larger story of what's going on here, there's like a 20-minute video. It's the last thing that I put up on YouTube. It is a tour. This is a server that has existed for more than a decade, and if you want like the full story about what's going on, there is a server tour video up on YouTube, and it is the entire experience of how this server came to be, why I play on it the way that I do, what the history and the story is, etc. And at least according to the feedback that I've gotten from a lot of people, it's been totally worth it, you know, to watch and learn about the whole story. So, if you're interested for some further material, you can check that out, you know, hopefully after I'm done streaming. Oops. Okay, there we go. But that's a thing. Also, Chainsy, if you're interested in YouTube series, that episode of the server tour is basically an extra video at the end of a new series that I did. That's 11 episodes long that came out over Christmas. So there's an 11 episode Minecraft series that came out over Christmas, if you're interested. Because I don't know how many people actually ended up seeing that, like, I was putting out a video every single day over Christmas. something, you don't put out enough content frequently enough, so YouTube just doesn't really push it out to people. You know. There we go. Okay, like, there's no getting around this. I need to work on the ceiling here. This is gonna be painful as all hell. But this has got to get done, so... Okay, I'm realizing that I kind of messed up something here. All right, well. I don't know which is better. Watching me idle around and kill stuff while I window shop for things that I can't show you, or watching me painfully place 1.5 million stairs. Ugh. Both are fun. Both are fun? You saying that I'm worth watching even whenever I'm not doing one or the other? This is unfathomable. It's all part of the survival builder experience. Oh my god, that is... I've never heard anything more realistic than that. I like that you chat with us. Chat with you. Chat with you. Chat. Chat. Why would you say that? Ace. Ace. I don't chat with you. I chat at you. Wait. Talk at you. There we go. That's what I meant to say. Crap. Ugh. My joke. It fell flat. I like that you butt with us. Ah, there we go. Butt spot coming in clutch. That's the mood that we're looking for. Oh, that's right. Ace. You remember that I said thank you to you last time that I streamed? Good butt spot to translate for me. Good of butt spot to translate more for me. Good of butt spot to butt slate for me. Oh my god. Yes, butt spot, yes. Like you've got to tell butt spot yes for that one. That was perfect. That was absolutely beautiful. I like the sense of humor. Man, it's so cold out today. but I want so bad to stay home and just start a fire and sit down and read a book again. Buttspot is on fire today? Yes, very much so. Probably need... And if Buttspot is on fire, one, smack that ass because, you know, you gotta put that fire out. You know, you have to beat the flames. And two, if it's on fire in a different way, it probably means you're not using enough lube. But no, you remember, Darby shoes. You remember me thanking you. It's because I had pulled something out of the drawer that was purchased off of the wish list, and I remembered that it was you who ended up purchasing it. But I knew that if I was too express about what it was, that I would tempt fate and someone would come along and maybe redeem a token, and I was hoping to prevent that from happening. There's nothing wrong with the token redemption. I just didn't want said article to have to be taken off, so... Because I'll be honest, like there is a lot of stuff that comes off of that list that is indeed express joke and novelty, but there's also a surprising amount of the stuff where it's like, no, this is actually really good stuff, and I like it. Glad I could clad your buttocks well. I mean, it's one of the expressive things that I've learned to be less ashamed about, you know? That's probably the best way for me to phrase it. It's like, yeah, this is just a thing for me and I enjoy it, and I think I shouldn't like I shouldn't make it out to be more than it is, essentially, you know? And just own it. And it makes me happy, you know? So... Speaking of butts, more squats! Yes, thank you. It's just, my ass really does need all that much more of a workout. I mean, if I'm being entirely honest, I think you're the one who's clad my butt cheeks more often, more than anybody else here, so... Cool mug? Oh, thanks. I found it at the local grocery store. You know? Just a nice, nice little pumpkin. So, something did occur to me in regards to my mug, the mugs that I use and everything. I expressly search for mugs that are microwave safe, and then I realized I'm always looking for mugs that are microwave safe, and I never put my mugs in the microwave. Like, never, ever do I put mugs in the microwave. Just not for, like, some sort of a... you know, logical reason, just I don't ever have a reason to, you know? Let's see if we can get some better music here. I don't mind drinking tea cold, so I never had much of a reason either. Oh, man. You see, that's just it. Like, if my coffee goes cold, I drink it cold. I refuse to put my coffee in a microwave to reheat it. Because I'm like, no, that's just gonna make it taste nasty, you know? Having safe mugs protects them in case visitors do a thing. Yeah, I guess you got a good point about that. Like, for a long time, I'm actually due up to replace another one of my mugs. Because, like, I have this tall, thin Starbucks mug. And I used to use it oh so regularly, you know? Incredibly, like, it was one of my favorites. And it's just kind of fallen out of favor with me. And it also, like, it ended up with a crack on the lip of it at some point. And I'm just like, I've realized that I basically have roughly a 6 mug limit. I can't have more than 6 mugs, partially because of storage constraints. And secondarily, that's as many mugs as I can use inside of a week at most before I have to run the dishwasher, right? So I've discovered it's like, okay, I can't really go any further with this because this is all that I can this is all that I can use before the next dishwash cycle, you know? And I refuse to turn into my mother, who has, you know, like, just mugs from, like, the 1960s and stuff inside of a cabinet. And it's like, Mom, these are grimy with dust. You know, like the type of dust that has managed to pick up not only tons of dust, but also, like, because it's in proximity to, like, the kitchen or whatever, a certain amount of oil has somehow found its way into the cabinet and, like, settled on the mug as well. So now it's dust and just enough oil to make it kind of slimy. Or, like, dust that's so thick and fine that it's like, oh my god, that's disgusting, you know? Like, you can't just wipe it down. Because it's like, oh, I haven't used this in a while, and you grab it and you wipe it off with, like, a cloth or something. Nope, it's too dirty for that, you know? It's like, oh my god, if I wipe this thing, I think I'm uncovering the plague off of it. So... One for nearly each day. One for Butley each day. Grease dust is the absolute worst thing in existence, and it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting and horrific to have to deal with, you know? So, like, you know, I grew up with my mom having way more dishware and everything and whatnot than she ever needed. So that's my experience with that stuff, right? And, wait a minute. Why the hell? Okay, so with that done... Oh! Oh no! It's dark! I'm scared. Okay. I think what's gonna work best is if I extend that out one, and then I bring this ceiling down. Okay, that's probably as good as this is going to get. So, like, I'm super hesitant to to do things like put mugs and whatnot on, like, because it's like that makes so much sense, right? It's like, oh, you're drinking coffee all the time, put some mugs on your wish list or whatever. And I've always been super conscious about doing that, because it's like, oh man, like I really care about the mugs that I drink out of, and I want to have a very small selection of mugs that I absolutely love. And I don't want to be that person who has like a bajillion mugs in their house, so many that like you will never be able to drink out of all of them. So like you put them up for display and whatnot, you know? Like it's like, no, I have like 7 dedicated mugs to drink out of, maybe a few more than that I use for utility's sake. Like you'd be surprised at how nice it is to just get like a really to just grab a really basic mug and mix spices up in that before you have to toss them into a larger like mix of whatever it is that you're doing. There we go. I got about 1 million terrible mugs from family when I moved into my own place. Yeah. Like my mom was, she was pointing out tons of the mugs in her cabinet that it was like, I think she had gotten to a point where she was realizing, I guess I really do need to let go of some of these. And she's pointing out mugs in the cabinet, and I'm like, Mom, I don't want them. I don't want them. No, I don't want them. I don't care. I don't care that it would be good for this. I don't want it. Like, I've got these 6 right here, and I know exactly what I'm going to use them for, and that's all I need, you know? And some of those mugs have now moved on because, like, they got dropped or they cracked because my entire downstairs is made out of hard tile, you know? Not even, like, vinyl or linoleum or, like, the soft, like, fake tile or anything like that. No, it's, like, the hard tile, so... I have only 1 mug because my brother once tried to get something out of the cabinet and committed mug genocide. What did he do? Like, did he like try to get into the cabinet and created a domino effect situation? Or was it a scenario where he stupidly got like angry and he took it out on the mugs? The difference of scenario matters here, right? Oh boy. I'm gonna be doing this for a while. I'm gonna be doing this for a freaking while, man. It was an accident. He pulled 4 mugs at once and none survived. Jeez. Okay. Now... Here's the best part, right? Here's the best part. The details that I love learning the most. Was this like a middle of the night and he woke the dead type of experience where it was like he went down, like he goes into the kitchen to try to get a midnight snack or just, you know, like get a little bit of a drink, you know, maybe make some chocolate milk or something, you know, and he goes and he tries to grab 1 mug and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning when he does this during a vacation or whatever, and just all of the sudden there's this enormously loud crashing. Please tell me that it was a situation where he woke the whole house up. I'm looking for this level of entertainment in the story. It's probably not what happened, but I appreciate the flag in the background. Oh, hey, no problem. It's multiple parts, you know? It's multiple parts for me. Sleepy morning trying to get the tea bags, but he wakes up at midday, so he woke up the dogs at best. Not quite as good as I was hoping for. Not quite as good as I was hoping for, but you know what? Like, the story of breaking a million mugs and scaring anybody else in the house is still entertaining, so... but yeah, Chainsy. The trans flag in the background is very expressive. I use it, you know, because I'm equal parts very respectful of trans rights and everything. And also partially because, I don't know, everything exists on a gradient, and I'm over here and I'm talking about, like, wearing, you know, intimates and lingerie and whatnot, and all the wonderful spicy things that show up on the wish list and whatnot, so... I think it would be a little bit, I think it fits in for a multitude of reasons, you know? Even though, at the end of the day, I am still a man, so... Although I'm gonna have to... God, I still haven't put the work in for that, for the goth makeover stream. The goth girl makeover that I promised I would do. Mostly because I'm so freaking lost at where even to begin. He killed one of my favorite mugs. It had a pretty birdcage on it, and it was super big. Oh, that's no bueno. That is just flat out not cool. Ugh. Oh. Oh. Having a favorite mug murdered is never fun. It's never pleasant to realize that your favorite drinking vessel has been destroyed. Not to get homoerotic, but my favorite drinking vessel is, Okay, anyways. A standard sort of coffee is 15 ounces. Did you mean to say sort of coffee or shot of coffee? Because coffee is basically made in two different ways. There's a sports shop in the UK that gives away gigantic mugs with every order, and they're genuinely like 45 ounces. Holy crap. Jesus Christ. That's a lot of coffee. That is a lot of coffee. The substitute and last mug, it's a happy holiday mug with the handle shaped like a Christmas tree. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. They're at the point where you definitely need 2 tea bags. You know, whenever I do tea, I tend to do like the herbal stuff, specifically the type of tea that you drink to, like, you know, it's called like sleepy time or something like that, you know, like bedtime tea, whatever. Like, the type of tea that we have here in America is definitely nothing compared to the type of tea that that they're really stuck on over in the UK. So, but every single time that I do tea for myself, it tends to be at the end of the day where it's like, okay, you know, like I want something warm, but I can't have coffee, so the next best thing is tea. And what I'll typically do is I'll double brew. You know, I will take the I'll get, you know, like a small mug, and I will put 2 tea bags in that mug after I've and you know, then pour the water on top of it. And then not only do I put 2 tea bags in there, but I steep it for twice as long, you know? We have all sorts, but there's no doubt normal tea with milk and sugar is the most popular. See, that just comes off bizarre to me, because for me, when it comes to tea, what I prefer is honey. It's like, nothing else goes in the tea, just honey. It's tea, and you put some organic honey in that, and that's it. That is the drink right there. Although I have to be honest, I wish that I could drink tea more often, like black tea specifically. It's just, I love my coffee way too much to let it go. Otherwise, I would be enjoying some English breakfast and Earl Grey on a way more regular occasion, because I love Earl Grey and English breakfast. Those are freaking amazing. Earl Grey with honey and milk is very, very good. I know. It's freaking amazing. And I think I would probably sing its praises more if I drank it more, but unfortunately I am so dedicated to my craft of coffee, you know? And it doesn't help that I have started roasting coffee and giving it as gifts to like friends and whatnot. You know, family and friends. And it's like, okay, like this is a reasonably cheap way for me to give people you know, like a handmade gift essentially. Because so many people drink coffee. So many people, and most people they never get the opportunity to have coffee that was roasted like the immediate day before, or roasted by hand, you know, or anything like that. So that makes it incredibly special. So it's like, you know, at first I pick up coffee roasting because, you know, like I'm curious about it. You know, it's the start of the pandemic. Whenever I decide that I'm going to give this a shot, I've been watching cooking videos on YouTube and whatnot, and you know, they're talking about, oh yeah, like people used to roast their own coffee all the time. It's like a historical YouTube channel called Townsend. It's about 18th century cooking in 18th century American cooking, basically, on the homestead and everything. So, you know, that's what they're doing and everything. And they eventually touch on roasting coffee, and I was like, this is really interesting to me. I am very, very interested in this. And then I discovered that it's way cheaper because like you buy the 5-pound bags, and it's just so much better than anything else that I freaking deal with. So I think I'd really enjoy coffee if I was able to make it properly. Proper coffee machines are quite expensive, though. Okay, so whenever you say coffee being made proper, What do you mean by that, Chainsy? I'm very curious. Because what it means to make... what it means to make proper coffee is, I think that's a bit open to interpretation based on who you're talking to. So I wanna know what you mean by that. All right. Well, now that I've got my my equipment here all patched up, what do you say we continue where I'm just gonna continue where I left off and start stripping the tunnel more. I'm not really sure, to be honest. You know, when you see people who buy the beans whole and grind them themselves? Yes. That is one way. That is one thing that you can do. So there are two primary ways to purchase your coffee. This is coming from the perspective where I've only ever had instant at home. Oh, really? Okay, so you know what? Why not? Why not? Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna give you a really quick crash course on what coffee preparation is like. You know, really simple and dirty. So first things first, the coffee you buy. You know, coffee. Most people in the world, they get their coffee pre-roasted. Okay. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with doing this. I did it this way for years. It's just I got kind of like snooty at some point. And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to buy my coffee unroasted and do the roasting myself." That's another level. But most people they buy the coffee pre-roasted, okay? Now obviously there are two different ways that you can buy your coffee pre-roasted. The first way is that it is not only roasted, but it is also already ground into the powder, you know? I call it powder. It's just coffee grounds. So the number one way that most people get their coffee is it's already been roasted and ground up. So the first thing to understand about that is while it is okay, because of how long it takes for coffee to get to like a sales point or a grocery store or anything like that, it means that coffee that's been ground up has been in its ground state for a while, for probably a couple of weeks at least. As it turns out, after grinding, you have roughly 2 hours before the height of potency for those coffee grounds are basically gone. It doesn't mean it won't do the job, you know. Ground coffee, you know, that's like a month old is still going to produce decent coffee. It's just not going to produce as good of quality coffee. But obviously, not having to grind up your coffee is a convenience factor. So, hence the reason why so many people, you know, they get their coffee already ground up. So naturally, if you care about the flavor, you know, the next step up is where you get your hands on coffee that's roasted, but it's still in whole bean form. Now, there's debate about how long coffee is good after it's roasted, you know, how long it will preserve that freshness, you know. I'm not sure whether it'd all be worth it since I love a really creamy coffee. And that's just, there's no wrong way to enjoy coffee, you know? So I'm overcomplicating this already. Basically, you can get your coffee either pre-ground or in whole bean, and most coffee is already roasted once you get your hands on it, okay? Naturally, you get something fresher if you get your coffee beans already. If you get something fresher if the coffee is not roasted, if the coffee is not ground. You get your coffee is going to be better and fresher if you get the coffee not ground. You get the whole bean instead, and then God, my brain is suddenly locking up. I can't speak anymore. So, whole bean versus ground, and whole bean tends to end up with a slightly more rich flavor because you haven't ground it up yet. But then there's an entirely separate layer, and whenever it comes to like brewing your coffee at home, that is typically what we call drip coffee. Drip coffee is where you put the coffee grounds basically into a basket, typically with a paper filter, and then you pour hot water over the top of it, and the water just strains through the grounds into, you know, a collection vessel, whether that be like, you know, a pot, like a coffee pot for a drip pot, or if you have, you can also you know, brew your coffee by the mug. You can have tiny little, you know, baskets with filter in it, and you can, you know, basically grind. You can have 1 scoop of coffee and pour the water over it, and you can do it that way. But that is the most basic way to make coffee. What you basically get when you really like a creamy coffee, like if you go to a coffee shop, say, and you get a latte, you know, a latte is basically concentrated coffee, a shot of concentrated coffee with steamed milk poured on top of it. Now, concentrated coffee shots are what are known as espresso, okay? You've probably heard it before. And this is where things get like really crazy complicated. This is almost never done inside of a person's home unless they are really, really into it. Yeah, I've seen the drip thing mostly in films. Believe it or not, even that's relatively uncommon in the United Kingdom. And I'm not surprised about that. Over in the UK, you guys just really, really love your tea. Hey, Lying. I'm certain that Lying could attest to how popular tea is in the United Kingdom. I mean, we Americans, we have our own understanding about the British and the tea. Because we have a thing called the Boston Tea Party in our history. It is entirely misrepresented in our history books. But, okay. Tea is so popular, we've extorted it from other countries during political dispute negotiations. Oh my god. I am very entertained by this statement. But anyways, drip coffee is surprisingly simple and easy to make. Okay? Time to put my fire on, I think. Man, I feel you there. I really wish that I could have a fire today. It's just, it takes up so much time, and I can't leave it whenever I do it, so I can't enjoy the computer and streaming and whatnot, so. But yeah, drip coffee is perfectly fine. And then, like, the really, really fancy coffees, they basically involve a pressurized machine called an espresso maker, which creates concentrated coffee shots known as espresso. And then that's combined in different quantities with various other ingredients to create coffee drinks. Latte being the most common one, where it's, you know, a shot of espresso, and then it has steamed milk put in with it, so. But, like, when it comes to me, here at home, what I do, it's just a simple coffee maker and a basket with a paper filter in it. And I take a couple of scoops of beans every day. I grind them up, dump them into the basket, and then add the appropriate amount of water into the back of the coffee pot, close it, and hit the on button. And it beeps whenever it's finished. Except for the days where something goes horribly wrong and the basket overflows and I still can't figure out why the fuck it happens. It's infrequent, but devices will malfunction somehow. There's this local coffee shop next to the high school I went to before I graduated called Grinders, and they have this big machine that would roast and stir the coffee beans in-house. It always smelled amazing there. Yes! Yes. So, like, there are all sorts of machines that can help with the roasting process. Personally, I do it, like, because I'm doing it just for myself and occasionally for family and everything as a gift. What I have is a small pot. I have a small pot and a hot plate because roasting coffee actually generates a lot of smoke. A significant amount of smoke. So I have to do this outside. I tried, like, I was initially, like, doing all of my coffee roasting inside, but I was smoking out the house every time, and I was, like, setting off the smoke alarms and everything. So I had to stop doing that. I had to get myself a like a little utility table and a hot plate, an extension cord, and everything. So what I do is I go out back, I plug in the hot plate, I put the pot on top of it, I preheat it for like 10 minutes. Then I dump the coffee into it, and I just basically stir it around for 15 minutes, and it slowly starts to heat up and turn color from green to brown, and it cracks, and it it cracks, and it smokes, and it smells amazing, and it permeates my skin, actually. Like, every single time I go out back and I roast my coffee, and I come back in, if I put my hands to my face, I can still smell the coffee, and if I do that 24 hours later, even after a lot of, like, washing hands and stuff, I can still smell the coffee on my skin, so... Man, I got a long way to go still. Oh, hey, the frame isn't even in up to this point. Same thing happens whenever I use my pellet grill. I'd end up smelling like hickory or mesquite after going out there to check on the meats. Oh man, you're making it sound... You're making my mouth water there. Statements like that. Man, this tunnel's kind of long. This tunnel is kind of long. Oh boy. Boy, you know, I'm having a good stream today. This is a good stream. Fire is on. Did you say you can't leave your fire? It is an open one. The fireplace is just downstairs, so I can't I can't reasonably go downstairs and light a fire. Also, like, the fireplace, it doesn't really serve a big purpose. It is almost entirely ornamental in its functionality. Like, yeah, you can light it and you can sit there and you can enjoy it, but rule number one of fire safety is you never leave a fire unattended, you know? So, and that's just the lessons that I got from being in the Boy Scouts, you know? So, And I take fire safety very, very seriously. So, I will never, ever start a fire and then walk away from it. So... If it ever went decently on sale, I'd get one of those pellet smokers at my workplace. That sounds like a good idea. Hey, Jillham, how you doing? Mine's a closed stove. It's mostly safe to leave if the door is bolted shut. Okay, yeah, that's a totally different situation. Like, for me, a fire means, like, going over to the fireplace, which all it has is, you know, like a chain screen that I can pull shut. Which obviously only does so much. Like, it'll stop, like, the popping embers from hopping out of the fireplace and everything. But beyond that, it's like, yeah, this is still dangerous. So. Oh, no. I can't. Oh, crap. Okay. Well. Time to head back. I really should have one of those freaking minecarts on me. There's no reason for me not to. Oh, wait a minute. I can probably free up a bit of inventory by doing this. Or at least I thought I could. Wait, I can. Alright, cool. I still need to go back and deposit the materials, but, like, it's better now. I can pick up this stuff. Is there one in those, one of those shulkers? It heats up the room it's in very well. Doesn't do much for the rest of the house, though. And I get that. I really do. Luckily, my computer is in the same room as the fire. It's not bad. My fireplaces just have two computers on at the same time. Yeah, and like have them both run run Crisis or something. I don't know what's the massive like super majorly tax your computer game these days. It used to be Doom, then it was like Crisis for once upon a time. What the hell is it today? Skyrim with every mod under the sun. Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk would probably be one that you could use to, like, heat your computer up, and thus your room. The Cum Block Home mod pack? Oh my god. Jeez. I said, what could you use to heat up? Not necessarily, like, murder your machine. I think Linus Tech Tips did a video about heating a room using a computer. Didn't get great results. That hardly surprises me. Alright, since I've come back up topside, let's check to see how vines have grown around here. Not that I think that they've really taken off in any capacity, but... Even from a mining rig, that's a surprise. Yeah, like, hardly any of the vines have grown. Unexpected. Okay. I think it's because average space heaters use about 1500 watts. It's fairly rare for a PC to use that much nowadays, especially since SLI isn't really used anymore. Yeah, SLI has very much so gone the way of the dinosaur, you know? It was around for a while, and now it's gone. Oof. You know, chat, I've had a good day so far. I've had a good day. I've enjoyed chatting with all of you. I've enjoyed playing the Minecrafts for you. I've enjoyed just having a good day, you know? You should have grabbed a minecart. You know, Cat Girl, when you're right, you're right. And when I forget, I really freaking forget. Gonna take a while before I can get this clean. Want to know what a weird sensation? Being up 15 feet in the air on power equipment outside. I wonder if they'll have me do that again today. What the hell? I bet all the safety equipment is sweaty in the summer. Couldn't imagine safety equipment being sweaty in the summer. Well, hello, Eli. You've returned. With about 15 minutes to spare, you know, before I have to close up for the day. I hope all of you have been enjoying yourselves here on the stream today. Because like I said, I don't know what it is, but today I've been really enjoying the stream today. It's come out really, really well. What time is it there? It is about 2:15, 2:18 or so. In the end, I gave up and got those goddamn paprika chips. They are so good and so bad for me. Oh no. Oh dear. So that's Central? Yeah. I'm in US Central Time, so. I was cleaning off some of the shelves at the outside garden of loose plastic wrap. Had to get on a piece of equipment to raise myself up higher. Ooh. Where's this tunnel go? It goes to a place called the Church of the Holy End. Again, like there's larger story about this particular location where it heads out to, and if you want that like larger story, you can go ahead and watch the video that I have on YouTube about this server. So. Eli, what are you wiggling your those eyebrows for? What are you wiggling eyebrow for? What are you getting up to over there? It's probably no good. Lock this in solid. Solve everything for myself here. Looking good. It seems so interesting. I really like stories centered around religious themes. Redeem say S word. Okay, your S word is, suggest. There you go. There you go. That's your S word lying. Your S word is suggest. Man. Okay. Well, I wish that I had more time, but I don't. I'm happy that I managed to stream as much as I did today. You know what I will do before I stop? I will put in some more of this blackstone. God, is this music from that one game? Yes, it is. That is some music from that one game. I'm so glad that you are so good at name that tune there, Tev. Lethis? Nope. Not Lethis. The large aspect of the tunnel is really cool with the layering of the floor and the ceiling, which is the intention with the design. Like, I want it to be big and impressive. It's just it takes it takes so much work to make certain that you strip it all out completely. And then after you strip it clean, you have to, like, be so meticulous about your block placement, so. Color me confused? Tev, it is Starbound. It's Starbound music. Minecraft could really use tunneling explosives. I mean, I could always use, just TNT. I have the ability to make that stuff infinitely now. Especially after I built that creeper spawner out at Strife Solutions, but, I haven't gotten far enough into Starbound to hear this. Tevila, I seem to recall we finished Starbound together. This is the music for the first boss battle in Starbound. We totally did that together. We got stuck because we couldn't find the right planet with the right kind of people to learn stuff from. Huh. eBay is such a pain now because you can't be paid directly into PayPal. Wait. I thought PayPal was designed specifically to work with eBay. You telling me that those two companies are on the outs now? I love my 8.5-hour video game soundtrack. It has all my favorite melodies. Oh, wait. Okay. PayPal split from eBay in 2018, apparently. I just want to sell my own old microphone. That's a bit of a mess. Holy. Oh, man. All right, chat. Chat, you've been lovely. You've been wonderful. Thank you so much for hanging out today. To all of you, I hope that you have an enjoyable evening. I really wish that I could stay home from work today, but it's not justifiable because the roads out there are pretty much fine, and I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring as well. But thanks. Okay, so guys, I wasn't supposed to stream today. I managed to stream today. It's turned out pretty well. Thanks so much for enjoying the time with me, watching me, work on the quarry a little bit. Just kind of sitting there while I did my, window shopping for various articles of clothing, which obviously I can't show you because Twitch terms of service. While I sat around and waited for the mob spawner to drop enemies for me to grind my gear up.